Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Thank you so much for joining me on this very program. Thank you for joining me on this platform at all time, wherever you are joining from. If you are joining me from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. You are joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand. You are joining from any part of the world. I appreciate you. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, kindly subscribe, like, and share to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Get involved in the radical evangelism so that everyone will get this information. Subscribe if you have not done so. This is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we bring information that has to do with the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. A platform where we bring information coming directly from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, a platform where we expose the evil of the Zoological Republic government in Biafran territory. We make sure they do not hide their evil. The war they declared against Biafran that they are hiding, we expose it in this platform. We come here to encourage Biafrans and make sure that the plight of the Biafran people is being heard by the whole world. Wonderful people that are watching, I appreciate you for joining. Today we have come once again to bring update on the issue of Biafra, and today is the 27th of August 2024. Here are we bringing you details to your doorstep. Fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching from, I want you to understand that the restoration of the independent state of Biafra is something that must happen. It does not matter how you feel, what you think, or what you have in your mind. Anyone that is today still thinking about something different from the restoration of Biafra, you are wasting your time. If you are a Biafran and you are towing that line of thinking that you are going to distract the restoration of Biafra, you are on your own. If you are a one Nigerianist and you have never accepted that reality of Biafra, you are on your own because you are going to learn in a very hard way. The restoration of Biafra is something that has come to stay, and there is nothing you can do about it. We just heard a news from the PM News. It said, Catholic bishop called for return to regional system of government. What a shame. And our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, corresponded and told them, Biafra has gone very far. You guys are on your own. That's exactly what I'm saying. The restoration of Biafra is the only thing we have on the table. There is nothing on the planet Earth that will stop it. Those of you who are thinking of regional government, thinking of restructuring, thinking of Igbo presidents, you are wasting your garden time. More than 50 million people came together and they said, it is time to go. And there is nothing you can do today except to accept the decision of these 50 million people. And as these 50 million people gave their mandate to Biafran people, Biafra is ready to defend. Biafran government is ready to defend Biafran territory by all means possible. And that defense has started. While the Biafran government is planning to defend Biafra land with the Liberation Army of Biafra, we know that they still have some saboteurs. The saboteurs whom they have paid, just like they have been doing, who the Nigerian government have been paying, just like in the beginning, they are still there. But I bet you, they will be exposed, continue to be exposed, and they are not going to see the light of the day. There is one of the videos that emerged recently that our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, posted, and he said, these are the terrorists working for Hope Uzodinma in the voice note. They are threatening to kill Biafrans and members of their families. Let it be on record that this is what Gowon said, and they started it. But we are ready for them. And I want to play that video for you to understand what we are talking about. And every one of them will go down at the right time. Let's listen to what these idiots have to say.
Also, local government youth, Ekalamono. Yelele video, we marat na ona generation na kebazo. Ya Jerusalem. Ndai nengomene ni ha na eme na ha etu ase jije. Na kebazo ai padrapado. Ko arebo na aneme youth no. E mara na ga ha ebu ga ha nwo obi ebu egba. Oga Do not get a weapon we're gonna platform. Get out from this platform. A man are working for carrying arms now to face these bandits and clear them off. You are not ready for this war. You are not ready for this battle. It's better you get out from this platform. It's better you go off from this platform before it is too late. Because na keep as we have to do that battles equally before they can the mayor and I call belebele. Na keep as I just in no secret because rejikwa nigga na agbara ma nigga man na gị bụ onye ọjọọ aga am na bono ma nigga man na gị ma ụmụnne gị onye ọbụla mgbatu etu anyị si egbu ụmụnne ndị ọzọ ka esikwa na-egbukọ gị nke gị and anyị nweta gị ebe gị ka onios ọ ga-aka mma na ịpụtara na buru egbe asị ndị ọzọ si egbu egbe because na nke ikpeazụ etu anyị si kwadozi na abụọ ka si kwado na mbụ anyị kwadoro ndị pụrụ iche onye ọbụla dey ready after 28th of August we shall face it anyhow. Ibu machine gun, Ibu machine gun, Ibu pump action, Ibu AK, Ibu AK. We double it to share. We'll face it one for all. And it is now or never. It is do or die.
Release go free o. One quote me again. Quote me again. I'm go pim Mbabuga Babu straight. What a million manual. Okay, I will tell you the million manual. Umazi no about your Moroya and Hamuroku. Can you not call it? Why Mary Yabiya Kochuga Minako? Bobbling your Basra, see my women manuka, but the Moquia. I don't want to be hearing it. You know, I didn't know the lady, I don't matter. Can I see what a million manual? Can you not call him? Can you do what a million manual? Okay, I will go. Why age like this and I will okay. Whether that solution is to see what a million manual. Can you guys negotiate with these people? What's on the harbor? Yamanga. Why is he putting distraction in here? Can you do what a minute man walk? A bed the money, the kid, the money, the oko. I was the Moku with a minute man walk because I don't like another language. Umazon I buy 100 week one apple. I do what I apple. They should have been there. If we get your arrow, bang God. But time I did through in Hajinaga. Obo Maria, I myself had my lonely leading Dami to that place. Once to come now 2 times. I'm going home. Egypt, Jaka Poron Dami, Bahos I is Baumazila Neba. Higher Funketrobiat.
You have just heard from the criminals, the saboteurs who are being paid by Nigerian governments to take innocent life in Biafra land, to cause chaos and delay the restoration of Biafra. But I bet you every single voice you have heard there and the people involved will definitely go down. They will never survive. While the Biafran government is planning and trying as much as possible to secure the life and properties of Biafrans, these idiots are threatening Biafrans and their families. But I bet you we are not going to take their threat for a joke, and every one of them will be fished out and they will go down. These are a bunch of idiots. Why people in other parts of the country are facing extinction? Some places like Benue State is facing extinction. Nobody to speak for them, nobody to stand for them. In the case of Biafra, we have people to stand with us. Today in Benue State, 6 killed, 1,000 displaced as suspected headers invade Benue community. This is the report coming from their own media in the zoo. A news coming from there. Nobody to stand for them. The former governor who was crying and speaking for them is no longer there. Today, they are less for their fate. Benue State is bleeding for nobody to stand for them. And yet, you that have some people who are there protecting you to make sure you have a nation, you are not glad. You don't appreciate. You are fighting them. Every single one of them that is standing against our prime minister, standing against the Biafran people, will definitely go down. And we cannot tolerate any sabotage from any of these criminals, no matter how they try. My fellow Biafrans, as we are watching, we are seeing confession coming local and international. We also wake up and we saw where Mark Zuckerberg was confessing of the crimes he has committed on censoring people across the globe. More especially the Biafra people, we are involved in it. And finally, Mark Zuckerberg was confessing of how he censored people on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp. They have censored, just like our Prime Minister have responded. Our Prime Minister said that this is corruption of the highest order. Nigerian paid this man millions of dollars to ban me on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram between 2022 and 2023. Finally, the truth is out, but I must thank him actually. He pushed me into establishing a new social network app called Freedom Stream, which will be launched next month. So everyone should watch out of this new app that has all features of Facebook, WhatsApp, and YouTube, plus Telegram combined. That's where you will have freedom of speech. This is the word of our Prime Minister. Facebook was paid, the owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, was paid to hold our Prime Minister down and make sure he doesn't have a voice on social media. But I bet you, whom Chukwu Okugame have ordained, you can't stop him. Instead, what he did, as you heard from our Prime Minister, have made him to establish a social media network. And our own network is going to be launched by next month, called Freedom Network. In that place, you express yourself without censorship. It is going to be launched next week, and we are waiting to get it launched so that we can get in and get informations out. We have so many things that we need to say that we are not saying because they are holding us down. But as soon as this Freedom Network is out, we will be able to express ourselves and say things the way they are. My fellow Biafrans that are watching across the world, while we are making waves, while we are succeeding, the enemies of Biafra cannot hold their hatred, they cannot hold their anger, they cannot hold their failure. That is why today they are pushing more propaganda and blackmails. And there is one of those propaganda that we saw. TVC, owned by the drug baron in Nigeria today, is a president. We saw them reporting the crisis of the Shiite with the Zoological Republic Terrorist Army in Abuja. Everyone knows that this clash was between the Shiite people and the Nigerian terrorist military. But when this woman was reporting, because of the hatred that this Afonja has against Biafra, she couldn't control but still mentioned the indigenous people of Biafra in her speech. She was trying to drag the indigenous people of Biafra into her statement when the whole world knows. Everybody has seen it. Even people who are not learned saw it, that it was the Shiite and the Zoological Republic terrorists that were fighting. But yet, as always, they continue to drag us into their mess because of their wickedness, because of their hatred. Each time they continue to push propaganda against us, and I want you to see it for yourself and ask me, why would you ever make a mistake of calling Biafra into this nonsense? Let's watch.
Back to security, as the Nigerian police force has condemned an alleged unprovoked attack by members of the proscribed Islamic movement of Nigeria and police personnel in Abuja on Sunday. Let's talk more on this. Let's bring in a security consultant, retired Group Captain Shehu Sadiq.
You have seen it for yourself. This is how much they hate us. They cannot stop. They cannot do a thing without mentioning our names. And the more they continue to mention us, the more we continue to expose them and give them the shock of their life. In the same vein, the IPOB in Nigeria, the idiots who have refused to see reason and retrace their evil step, are still on the business of distracting the movement of Biafra. They are still working for their paymaster, the zoo. That is why you see them issuing an idiotic statement that they issued, that Vanguard published. The Vanguard published a statement from the IPOB Nigeria, and it says, "Don't force us to take up arms. Stop silent ethnic cleansing in Imo. IPOB warned Nigerian government." How could somebody write this kind of a statement? How could somebody be saying, "Stop silent ethnic cleansing in Imo State. Don't force us to take up arms"? How could an idiot be saying this? We are already armed. We have taken up arms. Right from the time Mazen Nandekan was with us, we took up arms. In the ESN, Mazen Nandekan said, "The dragon flag is up and will never go down." Mazen Nandekan himself, in his broadcast, said that once you take up an arm, it will never go down. And under our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the army of Biafra was unleashed. And today, the standard have been raised, and the whole world is seeing the effect of the Biafran Liberation Army. And we are not hiding it. Our prime minister have made several brokers, and he said that we are pursuing our freedom in a multi-dimensional system. In that multi-dimension, one of it is self-defense, which involves armed struggle. How could an idiot begin to tell that don't force us to take up arms? This is to show you how idiotic these people are. They are never serious, and they are not there for the Biafran people. And we have no business with them. Let them continue to misbehave and misdirect themselves. They are on their own because Biafrans are not listening to them. Biafrans are not listening to them. And this idiot, the prime minister responded to them, and he said, the IPOP Nigeria, they pushed thousands of Biafrans to early grave for the past 10 years. Even planned with the Nigerian terrorist army to go and take the life of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in his own house. On the process, over 100 of their members were taken their life, lost their life. They reported 28 persons only. This criminals political pressure group of Nigeria Limited is warning the people they are in agreement with. The funny part of it is that those behind the keyboard have no name. That is it. Each time the zoo report that IPOB said, who are those typing? Who are those spokesmen? Who are those speaking for this so-called IPOB? They have no name. They have no identity. And yet, they continue to prefer to present their matter because they are working for them. They are working for them. And there is no going back. We are going to give them a taste of what they deserve. My fellow Biafran that are watching wherever you are watching across the world and people of the world, our prime minister have made a pronouncement, and he said, the eviction of Nigeria from Biafran territory starts tomorrow. If you want to die for Nigeria terrorist state, that is your choice. We are in democracy, and you can choose how to end your own. This is the word of our prime minister. Remember, tomorrow is the 28th of August 2024, a day that will mount out to start off the new phase of the restoration of Biafra, the delegitimization of the Zoological Republic in Biafran territory, and the legitimization of Biafran government in Biafran territory. Tomorrow marks the beginning of the lockdown of every federal government offices, state government and local government offices, secretariat in Biafran territory. Every barrack and police barrack, army barrack, naval barrack, every forces in Biafran territory, their barracks will be locked down starting from tomorrow being 28. This announcement has been coming for the past 1 month, and finally here are we. Fellow Biafrans, you can go about your businesses and be security conscious wherever you are going. Go home on time, come out whenever you have to come out, be security conscious. This lockdown is not for Biafran citizens. It is for the Zoological Republic government to make sure that the delegitimization enters into another level. So wherever you are in Biafra land, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to be at alert. Just like our Prime Minister said, it is democracy. You can choose how to end your own. Nobody is going to make a choice for you. You can make a choice to live or to die. Nobody will choose for you. The instructions have been given. It's left for you to either obey it or not obey it. But I bet you, nothing you will do that will stop the restoration of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, as we speak and the Biafran liberation is taking a different shape, Anambra is hot. Anambra is hot. The Zoological Republic terrorists in Anambra are complaining, and their report says, Anambra, we go out to work without knowing if we will return. Police in fear. In Anambra State, the Zoological Republic are already in fear. Their police is only trembling when they haven't seen nothing. And I bet you, they will continue to explain, and they're tired. And our Prime Minister have told him, he said, can someone explain to them in any dialect what withdrawal means? We demand that total withdrawal of Nigerian terrorist police and army from Biafran territory. Somebody should go and tell them in the language they will understand, so that they will understand it. It is not just about fear. Talking about knowing if you will come back or not. If you go out to represent the zoo, starting from tomorrow in Biafran territory, you are not going to go back home. Take it or leave it. It is a fact. My fellow Biafran that are watching, we cannot allow ourselves to get into trouble that we passed through last time. We can see In the past, our finance was frozen in their banks. On the day Wednesday, 6th January 1971, Nigerian government freezed any bank account owned by Igbo man. It's on record. We cannot allow that to happen again. The option is there. Go and put your money in foreign currency and save your money with Biafran Bank. The time is now. If you refuse to do so, you have yourself to blame. Fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu to open your eyes and your ears and listen to instructions. It is no longer the same thing. From tomorrow onwards, be security conscious. Biafra has come to stay. There is no going back. Support the Liberation Army of Biafra the best way you can. Make your contribution. Engage in the IOU loan. Any way you can support. If you want to have a meeting with our Prime Minister, there is a link for you to go on that. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. You will see the link for the IOU loan. You will see the link for meeting for our Prime Minister. And then you will not have any stumbling block. There is no excuse. Biafra must be restored. Thank you for joining me on this very program. I appreciate everyone that has participated. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move airborne. It is freedom or die.